Charlie Dixon, Skip Bayless, and co-host Joy Taylor. All right, so the lawsuit entails allegations with sexual harassment and unwanted advancement and physical contact. So it's really murky in FS1 right now. And so with this, it's a lot of stuff going on. Some stuff might be true, some stuff may not be true, may be true and may not be true. Yeah. So we here to pretty much talk about it and give more detail on what's going on.
So let me say this, because I don't want to be mute to the real issue here. And my issue, personal issue, is that where's the public statement from Fox Sport? No. Same thing, make you laugh,
make you cry.
Now, if this was LeBron James, if this was Cam Newton, if this was Steph Curry, if this was Michael Jordan, if this was Odell Beckham, if this was Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, any type of sexual harassment in any magnitude, Fox Sport, ABC, Disney, ESPN, they will be covering and be wanting a statement. And that's my issue. Where's the statement? Fox, FS1, Fox, well, I don't care. And we haven't heard from it. This accusation came out on Sunday night. There's a lot of accusations that have been filed. Yes?
Yeah.
And there's a list of them. You have names like Charlie Dixon. You have names like Skip Bayless. You have names like Joy Taylor. We have Emmanuel Achos of the world, and even mentions of a Shannon Sharp. Now, granted, these are still accusations, but yet we have not heard a statement, a public statement, or more information for the public. Where is that at? And granted, I have to speak on behalf of the athletes, because if an athlete was ever charged or accusations, Deshaun Watson, you got to speak out on it. That's my issue. So if we're going to hold athletes to a standard, we got to also hold the networks and the executives to that same standard.
And those hosts, if an athlete would have done something, they would have been the first person to speak out and go against it and asking for a statement. Instead, they have cut their comments off on social.
Correct.
Nobody has done anything.
Deleted content.
Exactly.
It's also
and they have moved on just like it never happened.
So
what the hell? Okay, this is, I didn't know I was speaking of Joy Taylor, but her Skip Bayless got way out of hand.
Okay, driver, Mr. One Nighter. That's your girl, I think I like her. Swiper, no swiper. From Mr. Woody, not one nighter. She'll think I like her. Get down one nighter. She'll think I like her. Hellcat driver, Mr. One Nighter. That's your.
You know why this soon is going on with bad? Anything is less than over $4 million. And at this would Skip Bayless net worth for $17 million net worth for at least an hour. For that, I mean, that's a case to know what happens. I see with an interviews or interviews or only the purposes is even an hour ago. Well, in this case enough is how bad it's bad for the Joy Taylor for activities going on. I mean, this is a case of why it's going on this week. If you didn't know what's going on, it's Joy Taylor is accusation that's really happened. So I'm gonna destroy what happened this week with Joy Taylor's had accusations. Even for me. Well, we're gonna see what happened. So, I mean, let's go with what happens in the interviews. If you didn't know why, this is why all the interviews going on. But then in the cases, this accusation happened. even for Jason Whitlock. But now, I want to know why he's hearing this. He's had enough one day. So, let me see what happens.
Oh, we owe a service to people to have information.
Yeah.
And I must also respect that it's still accusations. But FS1, where's the statements and how do you fend yourself? Now, granted, anything in the court of law has its restraints. You know what I'm saying? I just know if I was in this situation, that's where your publicist has to make a statement. You have to do certain things, and I'm not getting that same energy, or I don't feel like they're being held accountable. And it's subjective for me to say. I just haven't heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, with this lawsuit kind of coming into or having light shed on it, you have the Jason Whitlocks of the world to say certain things as well. What did he say?
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly, it's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack, like, Jay, keep your distance.
Okay. Hey, Jason Whitlock. Hey, my guy. No, you're not my guy. Guy, come here. You're not that guy, pal. You're not. That big rack of hers, that's inappropriate. That butter skin, that's inappropriate. Like, bro, you're not that guy. So to comment on something like this, bro, stay in your lane. Whether Joy did what she did, the accusations are true or not, stay in your lane, Jason. All right? Because, bro, like, you're having an outer body experience, and it's time for me to put you back in your body to let you know, bro, you're not that guy, pal.
Yeah.
So whether you want to speak on your 2 cents or not, keep it. Please do.
The guys who know about this here with Jason Whitlock's destroys Joy Taylor, you have gotta be joking. I mean, first time I've ever seen is this. You'll never get a job for anybody else. The hairstylist, Miss Faraji, that set up President Mr. Dixon, everything's all illegal. And the spirit of accusations going on here, but at the same time, the interviewers and all kind of purposes, nowhere in the world is that type big. You can never forgive this week. This is a really bad day for him. If anyone else asked Joy Taylor, done anything else on one bad, not even good luck for him this week. I see more interviews like Joe Budden, everybody else somewhere else. But I want to hear the more interviews what I talk about. Let's see how to see how accusations going bad, why it ain't compare with me.
Details has Fox Sports host Joy Taylor in the crosshairs of public opinion. What did Joy do? Well, according to a new lawsuit filed by hairstylist Nushin Faraji, Joy claimed that she was going to flat out lie on Fox executive vice president Charlie Dixon and say that he had RAPE'd her. Yeah. Give me a thumbs up if you believe it, fam. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, that sound like she lying. Okay, here's an excerpt from the lawsuit. In approximately February 2020, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Ms. Faraji arrived, she found Ms. Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Archo. Ms. Faraji did not know Mr. Archo, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. A few months after meeting Mr. Archo at the lunch, Ms. Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Ms. Faraji later asked Ms. Taylor if Mr. Archo also worked at Fox. Ms. Taylor confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Archo to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Ms. Faraji became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become angry. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. In approximately September 2022, Miss Taylor started to work on Speak. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji do her hair, and so on and so on and so on. Man, Fox got all kinds of things going on over there. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised by the culture over there. Yeah, you know, it's a good old boy culture. And these lawsuits seem to be ongoing since Fox's inception. They always got something going on in the Department of Harassment, especially sexual harassment. Now, I don't know if I believe this part where she said the woman confessed to her that Joy Taylor told her straight up that don't worry about it. I got a plan to lie and say he violated me so that I can make sure that I keep my job. That's not how it goes. Typically, if you go against the upper brass, if you try to file sexual harassment charges and stuff, they're going to figure out a way to let you go. They're not going to typically let go their main guys, their top executives, for somebody who's a subordinate. Then that ain't how it go. Typically, they're going to try to retaliate. They are going to try to get rid of you. This is why I find it difficult to believe by Faraji's accounts that Joy Taylor was so calculating that she slept her way to the top. Then she gets to the top, and now she starts making rookie mistakes like, oh, let me go backwards and say this guy did this and that to me. Seemed like that's something that you would keep under the rug, not try to expose once you get to the top.
It's not about cars and clothes and money. It's about the lawsuits. And you don't know why the lawsuits own you bad attention this week. It doesn't mean a damn thing about it. For I don't know why, if he just doesn't know what he's gonna do with this, that's because it is what happened. Doesn't know why this don't have a lawsuit. It's not to share ideas or hometown's beer for everyday purpose. You don't know when to stop being involved in sexual harassment and begin in the end. For all guys to know about this, you ain't coming on a party down like where you don't have to do something about this. You got had a great idea to run off. You got back something else. Not being to go all to been there. You have a great in this beginning. And you don't like something bad for you, that's what you gotta say. If you don't believe me, what happened in the next part is this crazy ass mind.
I think
That's the case. You talk about flirting females. Are you kidding me? You have no idea how flirt that word. But this is the ladies have enough of flirting for all purposes of goddamn lives, and you have a great office season.
Rooks, the great Taylor Rooks, on their Too Personal podcast.
Do you know about Taylor on Too Personal podcast? Anytime you say anything else with one life in their own God, and this
about what she wants in a man she would consider dating. And ladies and gentlemen, I must say, it was pretty interesting to hear. Take a look.
These hypotheticals have got us in a chokehold, and we must free ourselves. It's fun to argue about. It's fun to talk about what you would do in this scenario, or would you leave the game if the seats were high, or if a man took you this place on a first date, what you would do.
So basically what she's saying is if the seats are high, basically if you went to a game and you didn't have, floor seats or in that first kind of the first couple of rows, if you're in the, the second level or the third level, if a man took you on a date like that, would you just get up and leave? So in case some of you guys are not understanding that, but before we continue, guys, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell.
If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want. Fine, funny, fucking money. You're throwing...
Fine, funny, fucking money. In this game. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it wasn't.
All boundaries, standards, all that shit you talked on Instagram about how you would never, and this woman ain't here because women this and men this. You're moving forward with this person.
I had to get up out of my seat to address this particular topic. First things first, Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks are both friends of mine. I don't ignore the fact that they are beautiful friends of mine because they both are gorgeous. Also highly reputable in this field, and two individuals I am proud to call contemporaries and colleagues in this business. They do a hell of a job, and that was long before they had their own podcast, Too Personal. So let's get that out the way.
You have to be confident in who you are. You have to be confident in what you want. You have to be confident in how you move around the world, confident in what you do with yourself, confident in how you approach relationships and friendships. Confidence is such a key factor in dating. I am a very loud, brash, direct, outside person. I host shows. I have a big social network. I have friends. I travel. I am very assertive. I am very convicted in what I think and believe and feel. And I am also a very private, soft person inside of the relationship that I am in. There are a lot of things with me. I'm not an easy person. And I'm not a difficult person intentionally. That is just what I am. So in order to be with me, you have to be confident, and not fake confidence, not arrogance, not projection, truly confident in who you are in every aspect. Because in order to have real conversations, you have to be confident. In order to be able to be with someone who is in the public eye, you have to be confident. There's so many different boxes that confidence checks when it comes to, in my opinion, successful relationships, but particularly with me. If someone is insecure or they're dealing with, demons from past relationships that are unhealed, and that leads to jealousy or any type of those factors, it will never work. I just won't put up with it. I don't deal with those kind of stressors anymore in my life, but certainly it's not going to be a fun experience for either one of us, because those kind of conversations and things have to be settled before a serious relationship is even established. And I'm also just not attracted to it. I'm not attracted to people who you can tell are projecting confidence but aren't really confident. They're very easy to see through. And look, everyone is on their own journey. So it's, if you're not the most confident person, that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It's just something that I think everyone should work on. Everyone brings something to the table and they should be confident in that. But I am just not going to take you on that journey.
So long story short, she's just basically telling you that she's a big red flag. She's a huge red flag for a person to get married and then get divorced And then allegedly, based off of the accusations that's being posed by the person that spent the most time around her, as one of her friends and hairdressers, she basically telling you that you got to deal with her being a bop. It's a huge red flag. And the problem with a lot of guys, because see, I don't even fault Joy Taylor for this.
Accusations for decision. And Skip Bayless is left on Fox Sports in 2024. It was not been a good day for him, even for everybody else. But in conclusion, I would say this: these accusations not really good enough in one. It was that happened, but now really the accusations going on bad because Joy Taylor is somebody else in the clubhouse. I would never forget Joy Taylor, the side effect of showing up. For all the purposes that happened, and he didn't know, God believe it himself, it happens. Not even get on the faces and charges of God, you know about? Even the hairstylist, the president, and our former husbands and ex-husbands, either racially in fact, that's what we gotta say about it. But I don't care what it is. But I'm explaining that. Every suit from Los Angeles filed for allegations going on, there's accusations happening. For all the guys you know about, it's that because they're accusations. I mean, whatever that is, it is. But hairstylist, Nosim Farashi, Leslie's with a lawsuit explaining with her endorses for racist and bias for workplace. Every day is Skip Bayless. She's been suing for $1.5 million on the mark. And Mayor Acco had a relationship with Joy Taylor. That's what we got to say about this. But Taylor is bad as the way for Charlie Dixon, the certified president of Fox Sports. Doesn't want to be fat, get anyone else to like off. But in case you know about Bobby Diaz, he's one of behind the scenes, the man who got fired for all purposes happened. Nonetheless, these accusations, these net worth for $1 million, these suing over for the statements and accusations, everybody else hate off for all purposes. I don't like it one bit. Everybody harassing this poor ass guy, and you don't know what I'm talking about is. Let me know comment down below how you guys know about feel about these accusations about Joy Taylor, and of course Skip Bayless, and of course Emilio, Charlie, Bobby Diaz, Charlie Dixon, Mitch Faraji. Everything's going on. I mean, everything's happening. But that's all I gotta say about that. But I don't know what I'm gonna say, but that's all I gotta say. Let me know in the comments down below. Better hit like button, comment, subscribe. And some things that you say is going on, it's all about to say about you, and everyone people know it's about the same thing. Yes. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
Jesus Christ, I gotta relax. I'm not gonna relax! You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm. Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! So just do it!